Hey, beautiful twin flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm still kind of getting myself organized here, but the most important thing is that I made a cuppa. So, you ready? We're going to pause the video. Ready? And you can go and make a cuppa too, because I really want you to feel relaxed as you enjoy this video, and I really want you to feel like, I don't know, I don't want any interruptions. We don't want any interruptions today because there's going to be a beautiful message coming through. I can feel it in my bones. All right, so pause the video and go and get a cuppa. Harry and Charlotte have gone out today and they didn't tell me where they were going. And I said to them, if they're not back in 3 hours, I'll be sending out a search party for them. But they're only in the backyard, so it's okay. They haven't gone far. I think they want to do some camping or something, you know, something kind of romantic, something different. They get sick of being inside, you know. So, okay, I'm going to shuffle the cards in a minute because I want to talk to you about something that I learned recently that I found really helpful on my journey, and I hope it helps you. Okay, so you know, in Australia at the moment it's winter time and it's been raining a lot, and sometimes after the rain, you know, you can look at the dirt and see, you know, the beautiful colors that come in, you know, from the dirt. And you know, there's rocks and there's, I don't know, there might be leaves that have fallen, those kind of things. And so I found this little rock in my travels. Okay, so it's really cute because you can see how it's got all of these little veins through it of color. And I did wash it, but I did notice that, you know, there's some dirt here that's still stuck on there. And that's fine, you know. I mean, it's a natural thing and it comes from the garden, and, you know. But if you notice here, it kind of reminds me, you know, it's kind of like a metaphor for a twin flame, because it's literally or figuratively, you work it out, but you know, a rock will be moved by the rain, or it will, I mean, basically it's sitting in its own energy, you know, because a rock still has its own energy. And if you go and touch a rock or go and touch the earth, you know, you can feel the energy. And in fact, here there's this beautiful energy as I touch the rock. But generally a rock will stay still and be in its own energy, and it gets moved around by nature. So moved around by the rainfall, or moved around, if it's in a creek bed, you know, it would be moved around usually by water, and perhaps if it's a light one, you know, the wind may perhaps move it, or, you know, it could get kicked, or it could get, you know, moved around. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain here is that as we sit in the twin flame journey like a rock, you know, if we could say that we're like a rock and we sit in this beautiful receiving energy of purity, because a rock, you know, is natural and it comes from the Creator, so it is pure. We have all these experiences and things that happen to us in our life, and you know, this little bit of mud could be representative of, you know, how we've been treated by other people, and you know, when the rain falls on us, you know, that's like the tears that we've experienced, or the perhaps even the sadness, you know. that we've experienced in our lives. And so what I want to get to is that as you sit in your purity, as you sit in your knowing that the divine has a plan for you, you know, it may not be as perfect as you want, and you may get moved along in ways that you thought you weren't going to get moved along. And you may have, still be holding on to some of this angst or this anxiety or this sadness or this a feeling of impurity or a feeling of hurt. But at the end of the day, when we cleanse this rock again, if I bring it, into my bathroom and I wash it, it can start brand new again in its purest form, in its most natural form, and it was created by the Creator. So no matter what happens to you, no matter, if you're getting kicked or moved by this emotion, the water torrent that may move you, I want you to understand that underneath all of that, you're still pure. You still have the ability to come back to that purity. And this is where people get bogged down in their emotions and get bogged down by the trauma of their life or their, of their past. And, for some people, they're literally covered in mud, and they don't know how to get it off. They don't know how to get all the mud off. They don't know how to come back to the purity that they are, that the Creator made them in the first place. And so I want you to know that all of your life experiences, may mud you up or feel dirty or feel impure, and you may have been kicked around by others, and you may have felt like you were coming undone at times. And if you're on the twin flame journey, it can feel kind of scary because you don't know what's going to happen next. And it can also feel, and I keep saying the word feel because it is about feeling, and this is poignant because we think that the rock can't feel. Does a rock have emotion? We would say no, because it doesn't have a nervous system, it doesn't have a brain, it doesn't have all these things. But yet it's still, when you hold it and touch it, it feels like it has its own energy. Okay, so even though it may not have a nervous system like an animal or a human would, it still has an energy about it. And it doesn't matter how much mud we put on it, doesn't matter how many times we kick it, if we pick up this rock and feel the energy, I guess you could say you could do this with crystals as well, it still has its own frequency that longs to be in its own purity. Okay. So for some people, the impurity comes from their distortedness, from not opening their own heart chakra. And for some people, this distortedness comes from the way others have treated them. Perhaps there's been a trauma, perhaps there's been some things go on in their life, like, a bad childhood or a partner that's hurt them or something, that's made them feel like they're not quite the same. But I'm here to tell you today that this rock here can always be cleansed, and it always belongs to the Creator, and that you are loved by the Creator no matter how much dirt or how many times you've been kicked around or how many bad decisions you've made. And for those of you who are religious, you can ask for forgiveness for your wrongdoings, or you can ask for forgiveness for the other people who've hurt you, that they don't know what they're doing, that they're not awake enough or at a stage in their journey where they understand that they hurt you. And so then we can become pure again, and we might have gained a few extra veins. We may have gained a few extra veins of knowledge, of emotion, of understanding. But this is growth. This is why when you look at caves, or when you look at rocks, or when you look at nature in general, you can feel like there's this knowing that happens within nature, as though it knows some kind of hidden secret that we know nothing about. And humans are the same. Humans have had experiences and feelings and emotions that we know nothing about. People have been through things. Some of them are horrific things. Some of them are beautiful things. And that's why we're all so different and unique. And as we come together in this twin flame journey, we can understand that when we open ourselves to knowing that we come from the Creator, and that the Creator knows our purity, that the Creator knows how blessed we truly are, we can come to understand that this growth is a part of us, and it makes us beautiful. You know, it's, I guess you could say it's like looking at a picture of someone, you know, I don't know if I've got crow's feet, have I yet? Maybe a little bit, see? But you know, you could look at an old woman or an old man, and you can see they've got crow's feet, and you can see they've got, you know, aging lines. For some people, they might have a scar somewhere, or, you know, in their physicality. But all of these things happen internally to someone too. They may have wounds and scars and a depth that you know nothing about. They may have been through things that you know nothing about. And so I want you to bless all of that and know that people are in different places of their own journeys. And if they're not on the twin flame journey, they're still on life's journey, you know. They're still having a physical experience on the earth plane. And for some that won't be spiritual at all. And for others it will be enlightening, you know, depending on where they are in their soul's journey, in their soul growth. So have a think about a pebble that's, you know, maybe been washed in a creek, or collected a lot of dirt over time. You know, it's literally been through crap. And if we see each other as rocks or as pebbles, we're all unique, we're all different, we've all had our crosses to bear, you know, we've all been through stuff, we've all learned stuff. None of us are on the same journey. We're all unique, but we all do come from the Creator, and we're all beautiful in our own way. So I wanted just to mention this beauty to you today, so that, you know, when someone's acting out at you, or when someone's being belligerent, or when, you know, your divine masculine or feminine isn't acting in a way that you would like them to behave, know that this is why. They've had different experiences from you. They could be from a different cultural background than you. They could be suffering trauma. They could be going through something that you don't understand. You know, we look at the surface of people and we see what they look like, you know. But sometimes we forget to delve in further and understand them. Come to this compassionate understanding that people have been through things, experienced emotions, and that there's more depth than just, you know, this 2020 version of, you know, hashtag is he sexy, is she sexy, you know, have they got great ass or boobs or you know what I mean? There's a lot more depth to people than all of that. And if you're on my channel, you'd already know that. But in our third dimensional reality, where people are still living in third dimensional consciousness, they forget to look deeper. You know, they forget to look deeper. And there is depth in people. Far more beautiful and poignant than we can understand. Wow. So we've got today a psychic love message. Is this meant for you? I'm going to do 2 today. All right. I've got 2 decks that wanted to come out. So it looks like the first deck is ready. So I will, I think, time stamp this at 16 minutes. Hopefully I remember to do that. Because sometimes I get hashtag distracted, which is fine. But if I forget to timestamp it, I'm sorry. Alrighty, so this message is... Wow. Okay. I don't know who this is for, but this message for you. Your divine masculine is married. And perhaps is giving a lot of his time and money and resources to this marriage. Okay. Now, if he's not married, he could be spending his time and resources on some kind of important, balanced decision. Okay? I'm trying to make this fit for as many of you as I can make it fit for. But if it doesn't resonate, obviously it's not meant for you. So don't try and make it fit if it doesn't, even though I'm going to be general, all right? This man is dedicated to coming to you, all right? He's made, look, he's literally popped all his armor on, as in from the world. He's shielding himself from the world. But then we notice the green here, and this is the heart chakra, still being open to the connection. And he wants to come and heal you. Wow, he wants to come and heal you. That's very interesting. Why does he want to come and heal you? Okay, let's keep going. It's like he knows there's some spiritual gift that he has. It looks like he's got a lot of money, or, you know, like he owns apartments or something like this. He could be in real estate. If he's not in real estate, he could be... Oh, wow. He could actually work for the court system. This is interesting. He could be a lawyer. He could be a judge, a policeman, wow. He could have a really good job, like a high-paying job. And so he's got... I feel here, you know, psychically, that he's got a lot of money. He's got, you know, he doesn't need money. He's looking for a family. You know, he's got all this mental stimulation going on within his work. You know, he doesn't need any more of that. He's very happy with the way he can study or learn. And you don't know this. If you're a divine feminine watching this and this is resonating with you, you may not know that this person has this career. It's like you might have met online or something, and you know that this guy's passionate, and you know that you feel or have felt a little bit mentally conflicted, like, hang on, there's something not quite right here. It's as if you feel like he's wearing a mask. It's like he's coming, this is really cool because he's coming through to you with messages, and he's kind of acting like, you know, I don't really have much. I kind of, maybe he lives in a hot environment too. You know, I don't know. I'm just getting like an arid place, or in the summer it's hot, or perhaps it's summertime now, right? And when he sends messages, he sends these messages like, you know, I haven't really got much at all. You know, I hope you can accept me for who I am. I can only really give you my strength and my love and my heart. But in reality, he's actually got, wow, he's got everything he needs. He's built his own enterprise. He's actually built his own enterprise. Wow. And for some of them, there may be another woman that they've just left, or perhaps they're still married to this person, but they're not actually in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, they might still be married on paper, but they're not actually together. This man is highly intuitive, very spiritual, and he knows what he wants. He's coming across as the emperor here. Not only is he the emperor, but his main strengths are passion and resourcefulness. He could really be loaded with money, like a lot of money. And you don't know this. Wow. Okay, so that's the first one. I don't know, that might just resonate for one person. It's not, yeah, it's kind of, if you need a personal reading, contact me, because, yeah. That's not for everyone, that message. Very intriguing man, that one. Very intriguing. He keeps a lot behind a mask, and the reason he does it is not because he wants to be secretive, but because he wants you, okay, he wants this divine feminine to know that he is in it for the love and not the money. And so he's testing the water to see whether or not this divine feminine will accept and acknowledge him for him. He's coming across as innocent, sweet, beautiful, caring, devoted. Wow. But when he gets to his divine feminine, he's actually going to sweep her off her feet, and there will be no issues with money at all. Like, at all. Wow. It's like the money or the love. He's testing her. Do you really love me? If you don't know I've got money, then I get to see who you are for real. Wow. Alrighty, this next dude is, ready? Rushing Roger. Blink and you'll miss him. Rushing Roger. This guy will come in and out with messages, and it kind of makes this divine feminine feel like she has no idea what's going on. He likes me, he doesn't like me, he likes me, he doesn't like me. He's in and out. For some of them, they've got a drug addiction here that kind of overtook them, or it's some toxic behavior that overtook them. Maybe they've gone to rehab or need to go to rehab, because the love for right now needs to be this nurturing, because something was lost here. Something was lost. They were lost. Okay. If it's not an addiction, it's a behavior that needs to change, like working too much. Too much work makes Jack a dull boy. I think that's a saying, you know. You know, really not taking care of their health, really kind of being in this ego energy, a bit judgmental, perhaps even suffering depression. Yeah, I've got recovery coming up now. Recovery, needing to recover from an addiction or a behavior that no longer serves them. And as I'm delving into this energy, it's really yuck. Their energy feels yuck. It feels like, you know, they've got a hangover, or they aren't sleeping well, or they're just not coping in general, right? This guy really wants a passionate beginning, but there'll be no justice in that until they realize that they've got this issue that needs to kind of come out of the closet and be dealt with first. They have to make their own frequency right. Otherwise, the love and the passion can't come in. Yeah. There was a run of bad luck, a definite stress here, exhaustion perhaps. You know, this feeling of I'm all alone in the world. F everyone. It's a very yucky energy. They're not taking care of themselves. They're letting the world kind of beat them down. You know, if they were this rock, there's a lot stuck on this little rock here that needs to go before they could even think about coming into a divine partnership. This masculine is in a distorted energy. All right, I'm going to do one more because these ones were kind of out there. Let's see if we can get one that resonates a bit more for everyone. If it does resonate, comment below. I want to get out of that icky energy because we need to all send this guy some love. This guy, we'll send him love because he's not having a great time and he would need a lot of nurturing, perhaps even counselling to get over what he's gone through. Perhaps even PTSD there, I'm feeling. PTSD or depression, clinical depression, real depression, not just waking up and feeling sad. Okay. If you need my help with your divine masculine or feminine, please reach out to me. I would love to help you. Okay. In the recent past, divine feminine cut off the communication somehow here with this guy, with this divine masculine. And he kind of feels a little bit like, what happened here? Everything was going great. We were building. And then boom, it all got taken away. It all got taken away. What happened? It's a miscommunication here. There's been a miscommunication here. Someone heard something the wrong way. And so I feel this divine masculine is in perhaps a water sign, and he's in this energy of, you know what? I'm not going to talk to you now. You cut me off, I'm not going to talk to you now. Which is funny because he's actually still reminiscing and dreaming and wishing and hoping and desperately wanting to send a message, but because there was this cut off in communication here, he's taking a pause. He's feeling a little bit hard done by here. In the recent past this occurred. Yep, and it made him feel off balance. Doesn't she love me anymore? Why doesn't she love me anymore? I thought everything was going great. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with my manifesting because I'm in love with her. I'm in love with her. Wow. So he's having a rethink about what he did wrong, but in actual fact he did nothing wrong. The communication was cut off here because what was going on with divine feminine. And I think it kind of may have happened accidentally. There was a miscommunication. Remember, we just had Mercury in Gatorade. in retrograde, as I like to call it. Mercury and Gatorade, right? So he's going to go away for a while and have a little pause and say, well, maybe I need to transform my behavior, even though he didn't really do anything wrong. And then he's going to come in like a fool for love and tell her, you are my world. I want to marry you. I'm committed to you. You're so beautiful. Despite him feeling left out in the cold, because he knows that this is his counterpart. He knows this. He knows this, and he does not want to be single. Wow. This is amazing. He understands he's on the twin flame journey, and he's bringing all of his warmth and love back, despite feeling stressed and hard done by here in this situation. Wow. All right, so we're going to get some random love messages now. We're just going to go all rando. That's my new word for today. We're going to go rando. Like commando, but not. Explain. Commando. I did not actually say that. Harry said he's come back from his walk now. He said, you did not actually say that, did you? Going commando. Going rando or commando? I think we'll go rando and not commando, alright? And if you don't know what that means, I'm so glad that you're very pure and you don't know what that means. Okay. Stay pure and don't ever understand what that means. Alright. Okay. Alright, let's be serious. Love messages. These are rando. Not commando. Right, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Please stay in my life. I don't want you to go, he says. When I look into your eyes, I know I have found the mirror of my own soul. You smart thing, you. Just because I let you go doesn't mean I wanted to. That's for that third one. He's thinking he's done something wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong, and Divine Feminine cut him off. For some reason, mysterious reason. You know what that reason is. He then says, I'm sorry if I ever contributed to the suffering of your heart. You mean more to me than you know. This is for the distorted masculine having either behavioral issues or, I'm tapping into that energy again. It's not good. He really needs help. If that's your divine masculine, he's got behavioral addiction issues, really need to reach out to him and get him help. He says, I know I messed up and did things that made it seem like I don't care, but trust me, you are my world. He needs help. Yeah, a lot of help. All I want to do right now is cry and scream and let it all out because the pain is killing me inside. Yes, he needs help. Divine Feminine, if that's your divine masculine, he needs help. Coming into the brighter energy now, we have, I'm addicted to the way I feel when I'm thinking about you. Some divine masculines actually have this dominant side, this possessive side, this need to be in union, let's say, let's put it that way, in union with their divine feminine. And they don't just want to be in union, but they want to live and breathe the connection. As though you're one, you know. You'll know what I mean if that message is for you. The last one here is, I get butterflies every time my eyes lock with yours. And you'll know if that's for you. Alright, let's get some soul messages now. I love these ones. There's about, I don't know, there'd probably be 150 messages in here. So there's a lot. Okay, let's see what we're going to say. Okay, some divine masculines being cheesy. I love it when you wear yellow because you light up my life. Okay. Now, don't stress, divine feminine, because this message is not for all of you. Divine masculine is trying to warn you, if you're talking to other men in your life, and it's not for all of you, just for a tiny few, there's a karmic man trying to harm you. So his soul is coming through and can see that there's someone trying to come back into your life. I'm feeling this as an ex-partner trying to come back into your life, or someone new that you think is good and isn't good for you. All right? That's going to be like for 3 people, so don't stress on that one unless you feel that it resonates with you. Okay, the next message is, where do you want to live, city or countryside? I love you. Divine Masculine is planning here. The way you express yourself sometimes makes me feel inferior. Okay. That's not for all Divine Feminine either. In fact, that's for Divine Feminine who are being very masculine or alpha within their energy, and if you're getting angry with your Divine Masculine through words, they don't like it. Okay. Okay, this is a beautiful one. I really want to hold your hand and stroke your face. This is for the awakened Divine Masculine, I believe, from the first Divine Masculine that we got, who has all the resources he needs, that one. My heart chakra feels like it's going to explode when you message me. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more? Okay. Okay, I would like to get a poem or love letter from you. Wow, this is the most beautiful one for the whole reading today. I know you belong to my heart. A lot of Divine Masculines. Some still don't know about the twin flame journey, and some do. And this resonates either way. Whether they understand the twin flame journey or not, they still know that you belong to their heart, that you belong to them. Very beautiful messages today. Don't forget to remember that people are like these pebbles or rocks that have been through some things. Try and have compassion for yourself and for others. And if you need to reach out to me, please do. I do twin flame, soulmate, and general life path readings. I also have an ascension package which will get you into union with yourself first and foremost, and into union with your twin flame if you so choose. There's also my manifesting twin flame video, which is very powerful, and a lot of the people who've done my ascension package are coming into union with their twin flames. So I just wanted to let you know that, FYI, this is really good, because coming back to this purity is important. Knowing that you can get rid of all the dirt and muck off of yourself and ascend higher and be in this 5th dimensional consciousness and above. Okay, that's what the ascension package is for, and it's a course that you can use for the rest of your lifetime to stay in vibrational alignment with your frequency, which of course then attracts in your twin flame. So it's a very important course, and it's very life-changing, and some of the emails I'm receiving are life-changing to read, making my heart chakra burst open at hearing what's going on with those people who are doing the course. Okay, I'm sending you love, light and peace from Australia. Wow, I've gone overtime as usual. Have a beautiful day, night, afternoon, evening or morning, wherever you are in the world, and thank you for being here and choosing me. Bye.